Aquaculture. Growing fish for consumption in contained bodies of water like ponds or rice paddies or underwater cages. A third of the world's sea fish comes from aquaculture. Biomagnification. The increase in the amount of a toxin as it is passed up the food chain. Bioremediation. Conversion of hazardous wastes to other substances by the action of certain enzymes and bacteria. Carcinogen. A chemical radiation or virus that causes cancer. Chronic effect. Long-last response like intellectual disabilities or cancer. Cost-benefit analysis. A weighing of the pros and cons of an action as compared to taking no action. Ideal result is no one will be harmed and many will benefit. Dose-response relationship. The cause and effect connection between the amount of a substance that an organism takes into its body and the effect in the organism. Both frequency and the amount of exposure are important as are individual characteristics. Drift net fishing, also known as gill net fishing with ling nets attached to buoys. Bycatch includes whales and turtles. Environmental risk analysis. The process of predicting the statistical probability of damage from a hazard to the environment or human health. Externalities. External cost and benefits. They are parts of the economic exchange that are not usually considered and therefore are not reflected in the stated price. Hazardous chemical. A chemical that can harm humans and other animals by burning, exploding, interfering with respiration, irritating the skin or causing an allergic reaction. Heat island. An area with a higher temperature than its surroundings. Long line fishinf. Fishing with long lines fitted with many hooks set with bait. Bycatch includes sea mammals, seabirds and turtles. Marginal cost. The cost of one more action or making one more product. Phytoremediation. Filtering hazardous wastes out of the environment by the action of some plants. Plan development. Development that results from considered and decided plans. Example: green cities, the car traffic is reduced, public transportation is available. Primary air pollutant. Harmful chemicals that enter the air as a result of combustion or another process. Purse-seine fishing. Fishing with circular nets held down at the bottom with weights and up at the top with floats. Tuna are typically caught this way. Dolphins and turtles are bycatch. Secondary air pollutant. Harmful chemical that forms when a primary air pollutant reacts with the air or another primary air pollutant. Smog. Combo of smoke and fog and chemicals in the air. Photochemical smog, which include ozone, forms from hydrocarbons and nitrogen oxides in sunlight. Urban sprawl. The uncontrolled expansion of urban areas. People move to the suburbs. Sprawl causes loss of agricultural lands, forests, grasslands, and wetlands. If suburbs grow and meet, then create a whole urban area called a megalopolis. Sustainability. Ability to sustain life in our environment. Sustainability allows some kind of economic growth but requires full cost pricing. Temperature inversion. The reversal of the normal temperature change of air with elevation, warmer layer above a cooler layer near Earth's surface, trapping air pollutants near the ground. Teratogen. A chemical that causes birth defects in a fetus or embryo with someone taking in the chemical. Toxic chemical. A chemical that can harm or kill humans. Trawler fishing. Fishing by pulling nets through the water catches large marketable fish, but all small fish and other creatures that are unusable are bycatch. Nets drags along the bottom destroy habitats. Urbanization. Moving from rural to urban areas. Geological stratum. A layer of rock which possesses certain attributes which distinguishes it from adjacent layers of rock. Such attributes include but not limited to lithology, chemical composition and mineralogy. Stratigraphy. The study of the arrangement, form, distribution, composition and succession of rock strata. Information gained from such study is then used to form hypotheses about the strata's origins, environments, relations to organic environments, relations to other geographic concepts, and ages. Chronostratigraphy. an aspect of stratigraphy which focuses on the relative ages of geological strata. Scientists examine the physical interrelations of strata, the relations of strata sequence of organic evolution and radioactive ages of strata to determine their chronological sequence. Slip. Slip is a measurement of the net relative displacement of structural surfaces along a fault. Dip. Strike. The direction of a line of intersection drawn between the horizontal surface plane and the surface of an up-tilted rock structure. Hotspot. An area of the Earth's surface that experiences high levels of volcanic activity created by hypothetical phenomena called mantle plumes. Mantle plumes are hot portions of the Earth's mantle that rise through convection to the crust. Fracture zone. An area surrounded a transformed gulf created by inconsistent rates of seafloor spreading. Subsidence. The downward motion of Earth's crust. The process occurs when the lithosphere is stretched and cracked and hot portions of the asthenosphere rise to fill the resultant void. Elastic deformation. Region where the material will return to its original shape when the load is removed. Plastic deformation. Deformation is permanent. A material cannot recover after the introduction of subsequent removal of a load. Proportional elastic limit. The maximum level of stress that a material can endure and still be able to recover to its original shape with the release of stress. Rupture strength. Amount of stress a material can withstand before it ruptures. Ultimate strength. The greasy level of stress a material can endure before or during rupture. This can be tensional strength, compressional strength, or shear strength. Graben. A depressed portion of land between two parallel normal geologic faults. Horst. A raised portion of land between two parallel normal faults. Magnitude. Refers to the strength of an earthquake and it's observed qualitatively through measurement of the strain energy released during such an event. Charles Richter formulated a scale to describe relative magnitudes of earthquakes based on the profession of logarithmic values of magnitude. Intensity. Ionosphere. The inner layer of Earth's magnetosphere consisting of a plasma made of nitrogen and oxygen ionized by X-rays and ultraviolet radiation from the Sun. It enables the use of radio waves for communication around the globe. Solar variation refers to the changes in the amount of energy emitted by the Sun. Higher levels can contribute to polar aura. Solar wind. Made up of hydrogen and helium ions in the form of plasma. These partials are able to escape the Sun's surface due to their high levels of thermal energy.